I'm Tyler with Fit Fierce and Female, and you're here because you're doing a balance, stability, core, mobility workout with me that will translate to your day-to-day life. These are all moves that are going to be really important for moving, right? For walking, sitting, posture, just existing in this world and feeling confident when doing so. So I hope you're ready. We're gonna break it. We're gonna do a little warm up kind of thing, and then we're gonna break it down into 3 sections. We're gonna do a lower body, core, upper body circuits that we're gonna repeat each 2 times through. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. And we're gonna get started right about now. Starting feet right underneath your shoulders. We're gonna get our feet all warmed up. So you're gonna rock from getting on your tippy toes and then lifting your toes to be on your heels. So you're gonna roll from toe to heel and toe to heel, which does require a little bit of balance too. But it's working all of those muscles in your feet and your calves, kind of getting you warmed up and ready to go. About 5 seconds, we're gonna put one foot on the ground, get that one really stable. So my left foot is stable, my toe is just hovering over there, and I'm gonna use the ground and kind of roll my ankle out. So my right ankle is rolling. It's funny how many exercises just remind me of gym class, you know, and you're like doing that stretch and roll out your ankle at the same time. That's exactly what this reminds me of. Just rolling it out. You can switch directions if you want to. That'll be a brain game for sure. Great job. And now switch to the other side. So stable in my right leg, rolling my left leg. Rolling around. Just kind of getting that feet. I'm feeling it in my toes, in my foot, in my ankle. I'm just really getting everything loosey-goosey. Switching sides for my brain. If you want, you can also roll out your wrists if your balance is available to you to do that. Great job. And last thing, feet nice and wide outside of your hips, and we're going to roll around. I'm giving like a good SpongeBob around the world. Isn't around town, I think it's around town. When you're doing this, when you're on each of the sides, you're gonna feel it in the opposite inner thigh. When you're in front, you're gonna feel it in your hip flexors and your quads a little bit. And then when you're back, you'll feel it in your hammies. And reverse the circle, going the other way. Big circles to loosen up your hips and get some good active stretching in your legs. And then right after this, we're gonna start our lower body circuit. Now that your lower body is all loosey-goosey and ready to go. So you can go pause, shake it out, and get ready. Our elbows 90 degrees, and we're just gonna march. So join me now, marching. Trying to get your knee all the way up to your hands. As high as you can go though, right? Maybe that's not quite as high. Maybe that's down here for now. That's okay too. Maybe it's all the way up. Maybe you're really advanced and you just had to give it like a knee hug with it too. Maybe you've been doing this video for a while and then Tyler, I got more in me. And you can do that as well, but we're marching. All right. Now we're going to stop, pick one leg, and just lift and hold. So we are single leg balancing right now. If you can't bring your knee all the way up to a 90-degree angle, that's okay too. You can have it a little bit lower. You can even have your toe helping you to balance, but I'd like for it to come up. Maybe your foot is just at your ankle, so you're like ready. Maybe it's up a little higher, maybe it's up at your knee, maybe it's at that full 90-degree angle. But this balance is really important for everyday life. And then I want you to switch legs. Balance. If you're having trouble balancing, think about all those muscles, right? Like your feet are working, your glute is tight, your core is tight, and then your eyes are focused on one point in front of you. That can be really helpful for balance too. Your hands can be on your hips, your hands can be out wide, your hands can be down by your side, whatever feels good, you can do. Great, drop that down. And now we're going to do what's called a box squat, but this is really practicing to sit and stand up. I want your hands out in front of you if you can, because I don't want you to use them. If you have to use them, you can, but really, we're making sure that we can get up and down from our chair for forever and ever and ever with no help. So you're just sitting and standing, squeezing your butt, but not too tight at the top, just giving a squeeze, not overextending. Fantastic. Now we're gonna up the challenge. I want you to lift a leg and try and sit down and try and stand up. Maybe you're not there yet. Maybe what you need to do is come down and then put both feet down and stand up. Maybe you're still doing both legs for now. But ideally, we're gonna work up into more of this like single leg box squat, but if you need to, you can use 2 feet to stand up. All right, switch sides. Did you feel the burn? Sit and stand, and sit and stand. Again, if that's too much, you sit one leg, stand up 2 legs. Sit one leg, stand up 2 legs. That is also an option, but I really want you to be getting to the point of doing it single leg. This is working also, and you can stop, take a breather. We're gonna breathe for 30 seconds and we're gonna do those 4 moves again. But you're working on one leg at a time is helping you balance out any inconsistency. Sometimes if you're only doing exercises with both legs, you might not realize that you're using more of one leg at a time. So by isolating one leg, we're making sure they're both getting really strong on their own too. All right, 3, 2, 1, back to marching. Do you like how these like amp up as you go? You're like, oh, marching, like I can handle the march. No, we go from 0 to 100 pretty darn quick, but with lots of modifications and lots of options, right? So no matter where you are, you can find a way to do the exercise just in your own way, and over time, you'll advance. All right, 3, 2, 1, going to a single leg. Again, your leg can be low if you're not quite ready, and come a little bit higher. But one day, you will get to this. You'll get to that knee at a 90-degree angle in front of you. If you're needing a wall, that's okay too. If you're in the back of a chair, that's okay too. I know that one day you're gonna do this and you're gonna get to that point. Switch legs. Because you can do this workout once a week, a couple times a week, and just keep progressing. And I do love that it's standing. Ooh, look at me, getting distracted. You know, sometimes you don't feel like getting up and down off the floor, or sometimes all you feel like is being on the floor. And then you go find a floor workout. I'll be making one of those very soon. But for now, this one is all standing. Good, all right, back to sitting. So your feet are really stable and sturdy right under your shoulder width apart, right underneath you. And you're sitting back into your chair and standing up. Sitting back and standing up. Five more seconds doing this before we switch over to a single leg. And you're ready. All right, let's do it. Pick one leg up. It doesn't have to be all the way. It doesn't have to be super high if you don't want it to be. If you're not ready for that. But do try single leg. If you need to, go down with one leg, stand up with 2. Down with one leg, up with 2. For one day, girl, I know you are going to get to single leg. And then after that, you're gonna get to single leg holding a dumbbell. Switch legs. Thank goodness. Yes, you could do this holding a dumbbell as well. See? And you know, this will be fun. Like now that you have thought about this exercise, maybe you'll challenge yourself getting out of your chair to do it with one leg. And 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, The lower body section is donezo, gone. We are going to move into our core section. So same thing, we've got 4 exercises and we're gonna do them 2 times through. And we are going to start with standing twist. So we still got about 8 seconds, but all you're gonna do is keep feet planted in front of you and we're going to twist. 3, 2, 1, just think left to right. And you can keep your everything kind of compacted if you'd like, or if you want, you can add some like arm rotation with it, or some punches with it, if that feels good. Punch. That's an option 2. You're twisting, getting that spine moving, lubricated, moving, and happy. All right, now arms up, and we're gonna do a standing crunch. So this requires balance, it requires core, but you're alternating legs. You're coming up and you're crunching, so standing all the way up, crunching over while you lift that leg, crunching over while you lift that leg, crunching over while you lift that leg, standing crunches. Awesome. And now we're going to do a side stretch. So arms are going to be up, or you can have one hand on your elbow or on your hip, and you're going to alternate sides. Twist, or not twist, reach. Reach. So this is going to create a side body stretch that feels really good, but then it requires you to pull yourself back up with your core. Pull yourself back up with your core. So again, you can have your arms straight overhead, or you can have one and all. And time. Last one is gonna be a standing bicycle crunch. So kind of like we just did before, except now we're gonna try and cross. So your one knee coming to one elbow. Instead of both of your elbows coming down straight, it is this alternating twisting motion. So standing and twisting. Again, some like spine work, some core work, some balance, even mobility, being able to bring your knee all the way up that way. And stop. Rest, and do that all one more time. Take a deep breath, relax. In about 10 seconds, we'll get started again with the spinal twist. So I want you to plant your feet straight in front, facing me, and we're gonna start now, twisting left, twisting right, twisting left, twisting right. Ideally, you want your hips to stay exactly where they are, facing the front, and it's your upper body and your core that are turning. You can add some arms if that feels good. You can add some punches if that feels good. It's all in your core and your spine and the twist. Awesome. That alternating standing crunch is coming up right now. So arms up and crunch down, arms up, crunch down with only one leg coming straight up at the same time. So up and crunch, up and crunch. Getting that core working. And still those legs, right? Like the muscles that it takes to lift those legs up, are really important for continuing to go upstairs and just general walking. Great job. And now back to the side bend and up. Side bend and up. So we're alternating sides and knees. So you're reaching, and then core is working to bring yourself back up. Only go as far as your body allows. You'll feel this, whether you're going as far as me from one side to the other or not. 3, 2, 1. Back to those bicycles. So twisting, opposite elbow and opposite knee coming to meet each other at the core. And this is our last one of the core section. And then we're on to upper body, and then we're out of here. Ain't no thing, right girls? Strength and balance that you're building, I'm obsessed with it. And time, there. Woo! Are you sweating yet? I am. I'm sweating. Okay. Now we're going to just like loosen this upper body up. We didn't get to do a lot at the start. So our first exercise of our upper body is just this like back slap. So you're gonna open wide and come together, and you can start and join me in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Open and close. So big arms nice and wide, and then give yourself a big old hug. I actually kind of like to slap my back. It feels like a little bit of a massage, but it really opens things up, gets blood flowing into the upper body, chest, back, shoulders, all the things. And it's gonna really prime us for this next exercise, which is gonna be French doors. 3, 2, 1. I want you to put your arms up in a goalpost and bring your hands together in front of you and squeeze. You should feel it in your chest. And then bring it out, and you want to try and squeeze your back muscles together. And then we're going to squeeze in the front, back muscles. Oof. Squeeze and back muscles. Chest and back. And of course, sneaky shoulders, because you have to keep your elbows up at that 90-degree angle. And so shoulders on fire. Great. Relax for a second and bring it up. We're doing a lat pull down. So biceps by your ears, and then try and get your elbows into your back pocket. And then up, and then back pocket. Up, and back pocket. Up, and back pocket. So this is range of motion, as well as shoulders and some back. Like when you're pulling that into your back pocket, those are your back muscles. All right, and last thing is just to roll it out. We're gonna do shoulder rolls backwards for 15 seconds, and then shoulder rolls forward for 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, switch to the front, shoulder roll forward. Again, this still requires a lot of muscles, but it's also a little bit kind of like release, relax. If you're at a desk all the time, that might be nice and tight, so just kind of loosen it up. All right, 30 seconds to relax. We go through that one more time, and then we're out of here, just like that. Doesn't it feel good? How good do you feel right now? Especially after those shoulder rolls. You need it after being hunched over looking at your phone or sitting all day at a desk. It really makes such a difference. We're gonna get started with those back slaps again, just like really loosening it up in 2, 1, open and close. Just like this, open. And if you want, you can slow it down. Maybe you need to hug yourself for a little bit longer. And then maybe you need to open it up for a little bit more. Oof, feel it like stretch. Maybe get a yawn in there too. But open, close. Some hugs, just loosen it up. And now we're switching to 90 degrees, French doors. So squeeze in front, open wide. And when you're opening wide, it's just not opening, you're also squeezing your shoulder blades together to get those back muscles. So chest and back, chest and back. Woof. And then the shoulders will start to burn too. Back, chest. 3, 2, 1, arms up overhead, biceps by your ears, and then pull down into your back pockets. Up, and then down into your back pockets. Down into your back pockets. Woo doggy. You can advance this over time with maybe some bands. We have some Amazon shop that we really like that are just easy peasy, simple bands that you can use. Great, and rolling it out. To close this out, shoulders are rolling back. Some deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, roll forward. Nice big shoulder rolls. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for joining me. You know, if you're a client of mine and I sent you here, I am so proud of you for doing this, because I know that exercise hasn't always come the easiest to you, or this kind of exercise. And so I'm really proud of you for stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying something new. Or if you've been here and done this video before, I hope that you saw progression. I hope things are getting a little bit easier and that you feel really good after this workout. And if there's anything else that we can do for you, you can find us here. More YouTube videos are to come, or on our website, fitfierceandfemale.com. I'll see you next time.